Good morning, children. We are starting the new chapter, chapter 11, alcohols, phenols, and ethers. This is our new chapter, alcohol, phenols, and ether. This chapter is in your term 1. This chapter is in your term 1. Now, in this chapter, as you could see, the chapter is divided under 3 headings, and this heading is alcohols, phenols, and ether. The first part of the chapter is the study of alcohol. So, alcohol, phenols, and ether are the classes of organic compounds which find wide use in industrial application. So, you should know that alcohols was known to the Mesopotamian people as well as the Chinese people long ago. So, the production of alcohol was known in very early times. Now, in this chapter, the first thing that we are going to discuss is what is an alcohol. If one of the hydrogen of an alkane is replaced by a hydroxy group or a OH group, then that compound is called as an alkane, is called as an alcohol. So, one important thing should be very much clear to you, that alcohol is formed when a saturated carbon atom is bonded to that of a hydroxyl group. What is a hydroxyl group? Hydroxyl group is a group that contains a OH group. Okay. Now the next part is phenol. Now what is phenol? Now phenol is formed when a hydrogen atom of a benzene ring is being replaced by a OH group. So phenol is formed when a hydrogen atom in a benzene molecule is replaced by a OH group, then that is called as phenol. After that we have ether. Ether is formed when an oxygen atom is connected to two alkyl or aryl groups. So ether is formed when a oxygen atom is connected to two alkyl or aryl group, then that is called as ether. So we have two different types of compounds. One is alcohol, other is ether. So in alcohol, what am I telling you? I'm telling you that if one of the hydrogen of a saturated hydrocarbon is being replaced by a OH group, then that is called an alcohol. If the hydrogen of a benzene ring is replaced by a OH group, then that is called as phenol. Now see ether. Ether is formed when an oxygen atom is connected to two alkyl groups. So if there are two alkyl groups and they are connected by oxygen in between them, then that is called as the ether. So in this section we will discuss how alcohol, phenols, and ethers are classified. See, first of all, alcohols. So alcohols are the family of compounds that contain one or more hydroxyl group attached to a single bonded alkane. So what we could see, that it should be bonded to a single bonded alkane. If it is bonded to that of a single bonded alkane, in that case, now what we see, that if it is bonded to that of a single bonded alkane, as you could see, that it is the family of the compounds that contain one or more hydroxyl group. See, it should contain one hydroxyl group attached to a single bonded alkane. So alcohols are represented by the general formula, that is ethanol, that is ROH. It is replaced by this general formula ROH. In this ROH, what you know, R is the alkyl group and OH group that is attached to it actually makes it an alcohol. So alcohols are used as a alcoholic beverage. Now the common sources. What are the common sources for producing alcohol? Alcohol is formed from carbonyl compounds. Now these carbonyl compounds may be a ketone, may be a aldehyde, may be a ester, and the type of reaction is called Grignard reaction, and it will determine the products, and you will get, fortunately there are a number of variations of carbonyl leading to a number of choices in the product. So in this case we should know that there are primarily two types of reactions used to create alcohols from these carbonyl compounds, and they are the Grignard addition reaction and the reduction reaction. We will discuss each of them in details. After that, we are going to discuss the classification of alcohols. We are going to discuss the classification of alcohols. What are actually alcohols and how alcohols are classified? See, alcohols are classified depending on their number of hydroxyl groups. Alcohols are classified depending on their number of hydroxyl groups. Number of classification of alcohols are known. The first classification of alcohol is the classification of alcohol that is based on the number of hydroxyl group. Okay, the number of hydroxyl group that are present. According to that, we have the first classification, that is the number of hydroxyl groups that are attached to the alcohol. They are monohydric alcohol, they are dihydric alcohol, and they are the trihydric alcohols: monohydric, dihydric, and trihydric. So we have three types of alcohols: monohydric, dihydric, and trihydric alcohol. Now, what is a monohydric alcohol? If a alcohol contains a single OH group, then that is called a monohydric alcohol. So if a alcohol contains one OH group, that is called a monohydric alcohol. Example, as you could see over here, that is CH3CH2. See here, CH3CH2OH. So that is example of a monohydric alcohol, that is, it contains one hydroxyl group. That is example of a monohydric alcohol. Okay, that is example of a monohydric alcohol. That is, as name tells you, that if an alcohol contains a single OH group, see, the OH group contained over it is a single OH group, then that is called as a monohydric alcohol. Monohydric means an alcohol containing a single OH group. Okay, now if the alcohol contains more than one, that is, if it contains two hydroxy groups, that is, they contain two OH group. For example, 1,2-ethane diol, that is example of a dihydric alcohol. Okay, so if in an alcohol we have more than one, then that is called dihydric alcohol. Example, see, 1,2-ethane diol. Okay, these are examples of a dihydric alcohol. Now the next one is trihydric alcohol. What is a trihydric alcohol? If it contains three OH group, then this is example of a trihydric alcohol. Example is 1,2,3-propane diol, 1,2,3-propane triol. Triol means it contains three OH groups. So if alcohol contains three OH groups, then that is called as a trihydric alcohol. Is this part now clear? So children, we have till now discussed the first classification of alcohols, that is depending on the number of hydroxyl group attached to the alcohols, and they can be classified into three types, that is monohydric alcohols, dihydric alcohols, and trihydric alcohols. In case of monohydric alcohols, number of OH is only one. That is, if it contains one OH group, then that is called as monohydric alcohols. Okay, if it contains two OH group, that is called dihydric alcohols. On the other hand, if it contains three OH group, then that is called trihydric alcohols. In case of trihydric alcohols, now what we see, that in these alcohols there are three OH groups. Now we are going to discuss second classification of alcohols. In the second classification of alcohols, we are going to discuss the next classification of alcohols depending upon the number of carbon atoms which are directly attached to the carbon. Number of carbon atoms which are directly attached to the carbon and is bonded with the OH group. Alcohols can be classified into three types. Alcohols can be classified into these three types. And what are those three types? Those three types are actually, those three types of alcohols are, see here, primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. So depending on the number of carbon atoms which are directly attached to the carbon and it is bonded with the OH group, alcohols can be classified into three types, that is primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Now what are primary alcohols? One carbon atom is directly attached. A primary alcohol is an alcohol in which the hydroxyl group is bonded to the primary carbon atom. It can also be defined as a molecule containing CH2OH group. Molecule containing CH2OH group. Okay, so if alcohol contains a CH2OH group, then that alcohol is called a primary alcohol. For example, the group present is CH2OH group. Okay. Now the next one we are going to discuss is secondary alcohol. Now what is secondary alcohol? If two carbon atoms are directly attached, that is a secondary alcohol is a compound in which a hydroxyl group OH is attached to a saturated carbon atom and which has two other carbons. So if it contains CH-OH group, then that is called a secondary alcohol. On the other hand, if alcohol contains a COH group, okay, COH group, then that is called as tertiary alcohol. If it contains COH group, then that is called as tertiary alcohol. So how many alcohols are there? Primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. What is primary alcohol? A primary alcohol is alcohol that contains a CH2OH group. A secondary alcohol contains CHOH group. A tertiary alcohol contains COH group. These three carbon atoms are directly attached. A tertiary alcohol is a compound in which hydroxyl group OH is attached to a saturated carbon atom which has three other carbon atoms attached to it. That is example of a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Secondary alcohol and third one is a tertiary alcohol. So there are three types of alcohols. Okay, primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols based on the number of carbon atoms. Now we are going to discuss the classification of phenols. Now in the classification of phenols, depending on the number of hydroxyl groups attached to phenols, they can be classified into three types. Depending on the number of hydroxyl groups, they can be classified into three types. Monohydric phenols, they contain one OH. That is, we have a benzene ring. With that benzene ring, if it contains a single OH group, see, this is a benzene ring. In that benzene ring, if it contains a single OH group, then that is example of a monohydric alcohol. Okay, monohydric phenol in this case, because here we have a benzene ring. On the other hand, dihydric phenols, they contain two OH groups and they may be ortho, meta or para derivative. Third one we have is trihydric phenols. They contain three OH group. That is called a trihydric phenol. So monohydric, dihydric and trihydric. Monohydric, dihydric and trihydric. Monohydric, dihydric and trihydric phenol. So we have these three classifications of phenol: monohydric, dihydric and trihydric phenols. Okay. After the third one we have is classification of ether. Now in the classification of ether, depending on the type of alkyl or aryl group attached to the oxygen atom in an ether, it can be classified into two types. Okay. So next we have classification of ether. As we know that ether is such a carbon compound in which we have oxygen atom attached between two of the alkyl group. That is example of ether. Now depending on the type of alkyl or the aryl group attached to the oxygen atom in ether, it can be classified into two types. And what are they? Symmetrical ether and unsymmetrical ether. If a ether contains same number of carbon atoms either side of the oxygen, then that is called symmetrical ether. If it contains unequal number of carbon at either side, is called as unsymmetrical ether. So in this case, you just see CH3, OCH3. If it is methoxymethane, that means either side of the oxygen we have same number of carbon. So that is example of a symmetrical ether. Ethoxyethane, see, on either side of the oxygen we have same number of carbon. In this side 2 over here, 2 over, that is ethoxyethane. If it contains 3, it is called methoxymethane, ethoxyethane. These are called as symmetrical ether. Then we have unsymmetrical ether. Unsymmetrical ether, also known as mixed ether. The alkyl or the aryl group attached to the either side of the oxygen atom are not the same. For example, we have this ether, ethyl methyl ether, that is methoxyethane. Then we have ethoxy propane. These all are example of unsymmetrical ether. What is unsymmetrical ether? Unsymmetrical ether is actually ether that contains unequal number of carbon atoms on either side. Okay, unequal number of carbon atoms on either side. That is example of a unsymmetrical ether. As you could see here, see, if the ether contains same number of carbon either side, that is called symmetrical ether. If it contains unequal number, that is called unsymmetrical ether. Okay, this is the second classification of ether. So here in this part of the chapter, we have discussed three things. That is classification of alcohol, classification of phenol, classification of ether. Classification of phenol, classification of children. Till now we had discussed about the classification of alcohols. Now in this part of the chapter we are going to discuss about the reactions of alcohols. Alcohols are classified into three different types of reaction: oxidation, dehydration and esterification. What is oxidation reaction? In an oxidation reaction we might be having three types of alcohol. That is, we have a primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. In case of primary alcohol, that changes into aldehyde. In case of secondary alcohol oxidation, we get ketones, and in tertiary alcohol we actually, it shows no type of reaction on being oxidized with the help of a oxidizing agent like potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7 or sulfuric acid. Next reaction we have is dehydration. In the dehydration reaction, what actually happens in dehydration reaction? What actually happens that whenever alcohol is made to react with concentrated sulfuric acid and heated in excess of alcohol, we get ether, right? On the other hand, if I have alcohol and it is heated in presence of excess of sulfuric acid, we get actually, that is called an alkane. Okay, this is how the reaction proceeds. After that, next reaction we have esterification. In the esterification reaction, what we see that whenever alcohol is made to react with organic acid, it actually forms ester. As ester is formed, so this reaction is called as esterification. So in the chemical reactions of alcohol, this is classified in a three reaction: oxidation, dehydration, and third one is esterification. And each of this reaction has its own specific part. Now the next part of the chapter, we are going to discuss physical properties of alcohols. We are going to discuss the physical properties of alcohols. Under physical properties of alcohols, what we know that the lower alcohols are colorless liquid, and members like carbon 5 to carbon 11, they are only oily liquids, but the higher members are waxy solid. Higher members are actually waxy solid. The hydroxyl group in alcohols can form hydrogen bond with water, so alcohols are highly miscible with water. So just remember, alcohols involve hydrogen bonding. What type hydrogen bonding? That is called as intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Because of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, alcohols are totally miscible in water. See, alcohols are totally miscible in water. Okay, and the solubility decreases with the increase in molecular mass, and the solubility decreases with increase in the molecular mass. Okay, after that, the next property we know that the boiling point of alkanes are higher than expected because of the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That is, the boiling point alkanes are higher than expected because of the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding in the polar molecule. So what we know, boiling point alkanes are higher than expected because of the presence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So boiling point decreases from this range. That is, primary has higher boiling point than secondary than that of tertiary. Okay, so this is actually the range for the boiling point of alcohols. Okay, so what we see that in case of alcohols, higher alcohols, that is the primary alcohols, higher boiling point than secondary and tertiary. So in a way I can say that the primary alcohols and the secondary and the tertiary have lower boiling point, because as it forms secondary and tertiary, it forms a circular shape. Its surface area tends in the form of a circle. As a result, the boiling point decreases. So in a nutshell, we can say today's class, children, we have discussed about the physical properties of alcohols and the classification of alcohol. Okay children, that was all for the day. In the next part we'll discuss next part of the chapter. Thank you.